Hey guys, shit diarrhea here. So today CoconutRTS released a video explaining how it's a video about Jesus Christ coming back. It's sort of a reckoning day, and as many in the DBD community know, CoconutRTS normally does not upload these types of videos. Actually, a DBD Huntress main, and a lot of people at first were a little confused as to why he was uploading this, but a lot of people might actually not realize that upon first glance the video might seem batshit crazy, but in actuality it actually has a lot to do uh sorry. A lot to do with Dead by Daylight. So I kind of wanted to go over some things in this video. I have it right here actually. Um about why this video is actually related to how this relates to Dead by Daylight. So yeah, let's get into it. I have some notes here. Um, okay. Um, so give me one second here. Sorry. Give me. So basically, if we go to about this point in the video, he says this. Just give me one second. It is about right. I think it's about right here.
Para.
Now I'm gonna now just pay attention here.
Coming from a book called the Holy Bible. I read you an excerpt from the book of Revelation, and I've been spending time reading this book because this book is about faith, hope, and is.
So I don't know if you heard that he mentioned hope. Now hope is actually a perk in Dead by Daylight, where when the executes are powered, you get a 7% haste status effect. This in itself is a really strong effect as well. This could really the best part about this perk, in my opinion, is the fact that killers don't really know you have it until it's too late. They could chase you, and then because there's no visual indicators to the survivor having this. So I thought that was really good that he brought it up. I like running hope sometimes. It's sort of like an end game kind of build situation. But yeah, let's. There's another point I wanted to bring up here. So I believe it's around this part right here. I like that there's timestamps. Haha, nice man. So it's around this part where he starts talking about the Four Horsemen in in the Bible. Now he mentions this part right here. I believe it's around this part right here.
Given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard.
So again, this one's a little bit more obvious. So this is sorry. There is a perk belonging to the hag. Get this out of the way, fuck you, fandom. It's called the third seal. So I thought that was kind of a nice little reference that he did there, because that one's a little bit easy to pick up on. It's a perk belonging to the hag. It's a hex totem. Whenever you hit a survivor, basically up to all 4 survivors, they permanently gain blindness. This could be really good, but because I believe this works on anything, including the totem itself. So you could kind of use it to just keep everybody blind, and deja vu is really strong in the meta. So I like that he included that. That's a nice little, like like nice man. Like I like that he included that there. And so he about at this point right here, he goes over the 4 colors of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Phil.
And I was just hear me out.
Almost like the color of plant.
Oh, sorry, a little bit too far.
But what's the significance of the 4 horsemen? The 4 horsemen are 4 different colors: white, red, black, and pale. If we look up the Greek translation to what pale meant in the original text, it meant chlorophyll, almost like the color of plants, green.
Okay, so he goes on the video to imply that the bunch of these flags of the countries attacking Israel are prophesied in the Bible. But I was a little bit confused by this, because I don't know what it has to do with Dead by Daylight. And I think I was sitting there, and I was sitting in the lobby, and I was like, man, what do those colors mean? Like red, white, black. and green. I was just sitting there and I was just staring at Dwight because I'm a Dwight main. So I was just like, man, this is really confusing. But then I was looking through the store to buy some cosmetics, and I noticed that on the very bottom, Dwight has these unlockable shirts. And then it all just sort of clicked, right? So if we go here, this is the regular Dwight. This is a white shirt that he has. And then look right here. He's got a black, it's black. Black shirt, gray, green and red. So he has a white shirt, a red shirt, a black shirt, and a green shirt. And then it really all made sense at that point. So this is one of the things that people really weren't picking up on. So I think what he's trying to say, this is a nice little nod to Dwight's shirts in that you can buy in Dead by Daylight. So I thought that was a nice little hidden reference he had there. I don't think a lot of people were intelligent enough to pick up on that, which I was very and so he mentioned this part sort of in a similar section as well when he's talking about I'll just let it play. This one's also a little bit subtle, but I'll let it play out.
In this book, that have an eerie similarity to reality. Well, in Revelation 13, there's something called the Mark of the Beast.
So this one is a little bit more obscure. So I think he's actually talking about the rare add-on for Bubba's Leatherface's chainsaw in Dead by Daylight called the Beast's Marks. He says Mark of the Beast, but I think this is what he meant when he was talking about that. So I don't think people who don't main Leatherface are really going to pick up on this, but I felt I wanted to include that in there as well. So just wanted to just throw it out there. And then hold on, let me see here. So yes, he also says this right here. I'll let it play here. This one's pretty obvious if you've ever played Survivor.
Proving not only the existence of this man, but with a chart that carbon dates a piece of fabric of his burial, dating to 2,000 years ago at the time of his death, exactly like how it's in the Bible. According to the Holy Scriptures, he died and was...
Wait, whoops, I went a little bit too far. Sorry, hold on.
...the Son of God, but he is God. For here is an image of the Shroud of Turin.
Yep, right there it is. So he says the Shroud of Turin, I believe. So I think he means Vigo's shroud. So it's an add-on boost for cause you spawn as far as the killer as possible. Really good add-on. You don't want to be near the killer because being near the killer is bad. I like that he included this. This is because I like to bring this a lot. This is a little, I like that he included this here as well. So as we can see, there's a lot of similarities to Dead by Daylight so far. So there's actually one more that I wanted to kind of mention here. This one is I thought this one was really cool as well. Well, two more. Check this out. This is really this is interesting. Whoops, I went a little bit too far. Hold on.
Up to you guys, because everything that I've been reading in this book seems to miraculously be coming to pass. It seems like this book is a prophetic book outlining.
So this is really funny. So people might not understand is that this is definitely a reference to the character Alan Wake from Dead by Daylight, where he is basically a writer who, if we go to his lore, I'm not reading that shit. He's basically an author, and whenever he writes a book, it comes to life. Kind of like how what he's saying about the Bible. So I think what Coconut is trying to say here is that Alan Wake wrote the Bible, and since Alan Wake himself is writing the Bible, it's coming true. So that's another thing. That's kind of another thing that not a lot of people picked up on that it's related to Dead by Daylight is that Alan Wake wrote the Bible. Very very subtle hint there. So there was actually another thing I passed in this video that I wanted to talk about as well that kind of needed some explanation here. So he's talking about I don't fucking know. I don't really
Named cryptocurrency system using body activity data. That's interesting. Human body activity associated with a task provided to a user may be used in a mining process of a cryptocurrency system. A sensor, communicatively coupled to or comprised in the device of the user, may sense body activity of the user.
Yeah, so
Body activity data may be generated
I actually
based
have
on the
no
sensed body
idea
activity of the user.
what the fuck he's
cryptocurrency
talking
system
about here.